back again.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, full complement, yo.
Refresh your browsers, y'all, because today is Tuesday,
Show week, yeah.
January 3rd, 2012.
What?
Yes. You're listening to Room 3026 live.
Live.
This is episode 435.
My.
A 60-minute conversation ranging from technology to pop culture. And I'm your host, Damond Nollan, and we are broadcasting live. Right here in Durham, North Carolina. It is lunch hour in the Onyx Tower.
Actually, in the Onyx Tower.
Today, my co-host, Mr. Derek Brinson.
The world's funkiest man.
And Mr.
Stay funky, my friend.
Michael Render.
Doozy.
As always, we encourage listener participation. You can join the conversation by calling us via the telephone at 646-929-2689. Or you can chat with us right now. Found at blogtalkradio.com/Damond Nollan. Want to give a special thanks to our boys Darren Tyler for providing our theme song.
Boy Wonder.
It's entitled Without You. Which reminds me that without you, we would not be where we are today. So let me say thank you to you.
Yep.
Let me also say hi to those who are walking in the room right now. That would be the chat room. Let me say hi to Mr. Alan Tran. The man is in the house. What's going on, sir? Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So I want to say thank you to all of you listening live in an archive. Thanks for hanging out with us today. It is going to be, I believe, a great show. Not only is it going to be a great show because there are great stories and things we can talk about today, but guess who is in the building?
We are.
Well, of course we are. But guess who's in the building right now? Guess who is in the house? Guess who has returned from his trip to I don't know where? Michael Render, you are in the house.
The prodigal live son.
Welcome back, man.
The prodigal pausable son.
Really?
Dude, where you been, man?
Some places y'all ain't been.
I ain't talked to you, right? But Mike, where you been, man? I ain't talked to you for
you.
Dude, welcome back.
Okay, if this is weird.
Yeah, man, welcome back, man. It's been like over a week and some change since we last heard from you on this show.
The show has missed you.
Yeah, man. It's like you're back in the house.
Hey, y'all sound like y'all need violins or something in the back.
Hold on, let me see if I can find those right quick.
What's this different violins? We need to get.
I don't know. Like
we need
like the
violins.
upper ding 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 ding. He's back. Mike Render is back. Yay!
Hooray!
Oh man, it's great to have y'all back, man.
That's good.
He has this uncomfortable look on his face, like, man, y'all embarrassing me, man. Why y'all embarrassing me, man? You know I've been away on vacation.
I was here.
Yeah, you was here, all right.
I caught the ends of the shows.
Yeah, I got you. Let me say hi to the other ones who are walking in the door right now. We got Ego Ant, our brother from the north.
What up?
Canada. Oh.
That's right. Welcome to the show, sir. We also got Miss Eileen,
who we love and didn't miss because she didn't go anywhere.
She was here, as was Alan Tran and the others. Tim was here. Tim Arthur is in the house.
So we're really gonna talk about attendance today.
Mike Render, welcome back.
Hooray!
Tim Arthur is in the house. Welcome to the show, Tim. King Tim Bada Bim.
What up, Slam?
Welcome to the show. So it is Tuesday. We are back in the office. This is our first official day back in the office after, over a week and some change of doing absolutely nothing. It felt great, by the way.
It was glorious.
Yeah, it was. Oh my goodness. Had it not been for the show, I probably would not have been seen anywhere online. Because I would have got lost. I mean, I know Tim called me out at one point. He said, "Damon, dude, you got lost." I'm like, "Yeah, man. I knew it was going to happen." Once you get off the grid, you know, and you start doing things like watching movies, you start playing video games, you don't have any real, because see, nothing else is really open.
Yep.
So there's nothing really to do. There's no place really to go. So you just do nothing.
See,
And it feels great
I had no idea how cool that actually is.
to do nothing.
Yeah.
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 I thought, though I said this before,
I could get used to that.
but I felt guilty doing nothing. Like I almost feel like
I did for a minute.
gosh, man, I feel like I should be doing something right now because you're so like trained to
Yes.
be doing something
You're
every
right.
minute
I
of every
have
day.
become
Right.
accustomed to.
That turning it off in some way just felt terrible but good at the same time.
See, that guilt started for me like right on time. So like it started like today.
So you feel guilty?
well today.
Or you feel guilty today?
So I'm here.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Like, you know,
I got you.
like I didn't have to.
Do anything.
Yeah, like 48 hours of guilt, or nothing like that.
I-
You just felt guilty one time.
Yeah, like right before.
Whereas I felt
when the
guilty
alarm-
for the alarm.
Like when the alarm went off, I was like, "Oh man, I feel like I need to go to work. Oh, it's time to go to work." So I came to work.
See,
you know,
I
yeah.
didn't feel that guilty for long enough to have to deal with that problem. I apparently I acclimated real quick.
Man, I ate a lot. There was a lot of
Yeah.
that going on.
I ate way too much.
eating.
I was in
Happened.
the 250 range. Then by the time the break was over, I was in the 260 range.
I understand that.
Man,
I said,
I
man,
understand that.
what happened?
you gotta push away.
Well,
Slide.
at this point, there's nothing else to eat. I mean, all the Christmas stuff is gone. All the New Year's food is gone.
Yeah. So now you.
So now you're back to
Just-
eating what you used to eat.
Yeah.
And so I'm gonna lose weight again. I just know it. And besides, I'm also hitting the gym again and eating totally better.
Yeah, man. I found me a little workout. I'm jumping on.
Yeah.
That's what you said.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Lifting
I'm
the fork?
excited about it.
Lifting the fork.
Nah, like the fork and the spoon just to get more. you
Okay.
know, resistance.
Gotcha.
I see.
Got
Nah,
you.
man. I found this workout on YouTube, man. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
only
mean,
it's
I-
only 4 minutes that I do.
4 minutes.
Yeah, 4 minutes. But
What can you do in 4 minutes?
Well, apparently we're all
going
going to see.
Yeah,
So you gonna do it now?
I already started.
Do it right now. Like get up and do 4 minutes worth of exercise.
I need some weight.
Oh,
I need at least 20 pounds.
okay.
So,
All right.
but yeah, it should work.
Looking
man.
around the room trying to find a book or something that weighs 20 pounds.
6 weeks, man.
This,
6
what
weeks.
about this microwave?
Nah, I don't think that's heavy.
That's not heavy enough.
No.
Oh man. Okay, well it feels great, man. It's like
really
it's
does.
like home, man. This is great. I miss
Yes.
it. And then I miss as I'm saying this, number one, I got my headset back.
Right.
See, I've been using my daughter's headset from Christmas. I'm like, hey, can I borrow your headset, baby? She's like, Dad, fine, you can have it. No, I just want to use it, baby. I'll give it back to you when the show's over. It's cool, but this one here, boy, this one sounds good. And other good news, my plants are not dead. Dude, that's great.
Really.
No, look, man, like the one up there, that one there is
We-
always leaning over, touching the bookshelf.
We fully expected
Wow.
some
Yeah.
some
Standing
green
straight up.
death.
No, that one over there, I think that one against the window is it's just too long. It's too high. It's got to bend over.
Oh,
So yeah, so thankfully my plants are not dead, so we are in good shape.
that's what's up.
So yeah, so I was worried about that, but today I'm not. Tim says, man, I slept way too much over the break.
Oh man,
Oh man,
I slept good and low.
I know what I meant to ask y'all. Is Final? I was about to say Final Fantasy. Is fantasy football over?
as far as you're concerned, yes.
See.
As far as you're concerned, I think
how-
the real game was between Alan Tran and Tim Arthur, who came
How
out
did-
of nowhere.
How did Alan Tran?
That's playoffs.
To the best of my
Playoffs?
ability,
Don't talk to me about playoffs.
to the best of my ability,
That's how that happened.
I believe Alan Tran is the man for a reason.
So what happened to you being the man?
See, I broke the spell.
People
he's the
got
Patriots.
hurt, and I don't know, man. Like even my quarterback is out now, so yeah. So as far as I'm concerned,
The spell had to be broken.
the winner of this championship game is between
And
Tim
the world's
Arthur
funkiest man
and
broke
Alan
it.
Tran, and I believe that for the most part, I will tell you that I think Alan Tran is going to be the man. But I'm just saying, what do I know?
Well,
You can pull up the scores today, man, and see how the week went.
Congratulations.
What can I tell you, man? We need to get an award or something. Like you should have like an award that you pass on.
Now, let's say it's getting past to me. I don't want to contribute. You know,
Shame.
since my season's over.
Shame. That's a
That was
shame.
Pointly.
That is such a shame.
What, man? Like, just wait till I win it, and then we can pass it on.
All right. Well, look, we got 7 minutes in. Let's go ahead and let's see what you guys are up to. This, for those of you that don't know, we call this Daily Booth, and it's where we take pictures. That's right. Daily Booth is a free website, actually. You can go
What does it
there
look like?
right
What's it
now.
like?
It's www.dailybooth.com. You can go there, take a picture with your webcam, with your cell phone, or you can just upload a picture. Whatever's easiest for you.
Yeah, the headphones do sound much better.
They don't they? It sounds great.
Funk.
Once you do, take that picture and share the URL with us right here in the chat room. Again, that's blogtalkradio.com/Damond Nollan. Click on today's episode, scroll down to the bottom, and you'll see the chat room right there. Click on that. You can share your picture with us. Now, of course, if you're a guest, you will need to log in so that you can share it. But either way, if you are listening on an archive show, you can always follow us. I am at Blog Talk Radio. Blah, I keep saying that, but it's dailybooth.com/Damond Nollan, one word, and you can follow me there. Also, let me know you are a Room 3026 live listener, and we'll follow you back.
To get that follow. Sure.
Yeah. Well, Tim Arthur posted pictures. Let's see what he's up to. Happy 2012, y'all.
Yes.
Dude, he's back in the office.
I can tell.
Why? Because you don't see the kitchen behind him at all?
Yeah.
No kitchen, just throwing up the deuces, man.
Right.
Throwing up the deuces. If I go back to the one that was 3 days ago, see, that's the kitchen one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Tim, how was your trip, by the way? I forgot to ask you, how was your trip? I see that you made it back safely.
Clearly.
Yeah, made it back safely. That was a trip. But, yeah, feel free to post yours as you get them. And with that, let's also move on to our other segment, which we call Blog Roll. And Blog Roll sounds like this.
Rolling up your pulses.
Blog Roll is when we take a look at what you guys are putting out there into the blogosphere, what you guys are doing. Today we have one, and it's from yours truly, from my blog, DamondNollan.com. It is entitled 3 Tips to Maximize Your Time Budget.
Yes.
You know, I have come to understand that I am just a secular man. I go in cycles. Is that the right word? Secular.
Cyclical?
Cyclical.
Yes.
Whatever the word
It
is.
sounds very,
Cyclical. I go in cycles.
plausible.
Right? I have cycles.
Okay.
I have a man cycle.
I get that.
And for whatever reason,
I get that.
I tend to do things and then I go back around and I do them again later.
Well,
Right.
you know, we are, just as humans, we are creatures of habit.
Yes. Well, this one thing, and by the way, this one thing that I've done, and I've done it pretty consistently, but you know, just kind of looking back over some of my older blogs and stuff, and there was one that I always loved, and that's always anything with time management. I love time management. Like,
Yes, you do.
I don't know why, but I do. And I haven't read any. I don't write much about it, but I like it.
You're a big time management guy. I am just the opposite of that. That time manages me.
You know, you do. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Oh, I'm just saying.
That's true, though. That's true. But there's a thing called a time budget. And time budget is just like it sounds. It's where you budget your time, like you budget your money, right? We use Mint to budget our money to see where we're spending our dollars and to make sure that we don't overspend in any one area. It also allows us to sort of spend time on things that that may not get the attention that it sometimes deserves. So in a couple years ago, 2009, I actually wrote an article talking about how to do a time budget or how to create a time budget. And one of the things that I noticed about this is that, again, it's been a couple of years now and I'm still using it. And I love it. What it allows me to do is to cut up my day so that I spend times in meetings and with communication, with, doing real work, doing family stuff. So every day I get a piece of my, of things that are important, the priority items. Anyway, I decided that I was going to share 3 things that you can do to help maximize your time budget. And there are 3 tips there. I'd like to get your thoughts on it. Let me share this link with you guys. It works if you work it. That's really what it comes down for me. It works if you work it. And if you don't work it, because it's easy to put stuff on a calendar and not look at it.
Yes.
Right? It's easy to just say,
I do it
oh,
all the
man,
time.
that's not important. That's not important. And then things happen. Like, oh, man, I knew I should have spent my time doing that thing. And it happens to me even today. You know, sometimes I look at the gym. I'm like, man, I don't want to work out today. But you know you got to. So sometimes just getting off the duff and doing a little bit will get you going.
Right.
So anyway, there's that blog there. You can go check that out. I do want to go back a second. I see EgoWent has posted a picture. So let's see what EgoWent is up to. He says, a Happy New Year from what appears to be some sort of tablet. I can't quite tell which one that is.
You again.
But he says Happy New Year. Happy New Year, man.
Indeed.
Happy New Year.
Happy, joy. Also, Tim Arthur says, wait a minute. You need to subscribe to my other post.
Post the sissy.
Because I did write something. So let me go over here and see what he wrote. I don't know if I did this one or not. Choosing your podcast topic and category is the last one he wrote. This isn't this weekend, but this one goes, choosing your podcast topic and category, which he has posted is into the chat room. You can go to podcastingtutor.com, which is his new blog.
Cool.
Yes. So let me hit the subscribe button now, sir, so that I don't forget to follow you. Let me double check. Make sure I add that to my feeds, sir. You think I would have had this already, but maybe because I thought that it was just for us. But I guess
Seems like it was on Tim Ponders before.
Well, I think he mentioned it to us, and he's actually written quite a few. Looks like there are 3 that came out today. Blog World Expo 2011, Spreaker, the video tutorial. So I'm going to add this right now to Room 3026 Live so that I don't forget it. All right. Thank you, Tim. King Tim, bada ben. Eileen says, hey, Damon, by the way, I don't have any time management tips other than sitting at the computer all day long. See, I asked the question the other day on Facebook. I said, man, Eileen is on, I don't know how she does it. The fact that she can do all these things with her 24 hours. And I just finished talking about that on another show. And then, sure enough, she then responds and says, well, Damon, I don't really have any management tips. I just sit there all day long and I just kick stuff out until I go to bed at night. Dude, that's a great strategy. Just sit there long enough until something comes out.
Pause.
All right. Thank you, Mike. I missed that, by the way.
Yeah, I try to help.
I missed that.
That's the only part I didn't miss.
Yeah. Pause. Pause.
Get stop.
Pause.
I'm just saying.
Pause.
Sometimes you just get caught in the moment.
All right.
Pause.
All right. Well, let me, as we get ready for our feed watch, let's take a word from our weekend show, which we don't do live anymore, by the way.
What?
We don't do live
Why? What happened?
anymore. Here you go.
Join us this Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific, as we record the latest episode of the Tech Monks podcast, discussing topics such as technology, entertainment, and the startup culture. For details on joining us live, visit techmonks.podcast.com/live.
All right. Thank you, Tim. Tim Arthur told me this weekend, he said, dude, we're not doing live shows anymore. I said, really? We're not? So we're doing this. So what we're doing now on a weekend show is really a weekend show to me, because that's when we do it, or whenever we record it, right? But yeah, it's gonna be a podcast in the real sense of the word that we just posted.
Okay, I got you.
So it's not live.
It's not live.
So we
It's
just
like,
wait for the next.
right. Just wait for the
Okay,
next
I
one,
got you.
and obviously, hopefully, we'll have the same schedule so that it goes out on the same day, so you can look forward to it. But it is an experiment in podcasting. See, that's one thing I like about the other show is that I can use that show to experiment on things that we can't quite do here. And I would miss doing the live thing, by the way, just for the record.
Oh, okay.
because I like seeing you guys.
Oh,
Is just what I'm saying.
I get that.
All right. Well, anyway, let me see. Let us move on to FeedWatch. Let's look at what's happening in the news today. And FeedWatch looks like this.
Feedwatch. Jeepers, that sounds good.
Yes, it does, doesn't it? FeedWatch, this is where we constantly comb the blogs so that you don't have to. We give you the news that you can use because that's what we do. So, you best not snooze. You will not lose. Unless, of course, Mike Render, you like singing the blues.
boo-hoo. But I don't.
Let's talk about Samsung for a second. I talk about Samsung because we've talked about Samsung quite a little bit in the last few weeks. And I have yet another update to the story. Samsung has no plans whatsoever, undeniably so, to provide a value pack for the Galaxy S smartphone.
A value pack?
Yeah. This comes from the Next Web. If you may or may not remember, but in the past, Samsung basically said, we are not going to roll out the ice cream sandwich to any of our older phones. Because, A, the phones can't handle it, and we're not going to do it. So then people got all upset. Oh, man, the world's coming to an end. Oh, man, what do you mean you're not going to do it? So you mean I have a Galaxy S phone that's only a year old, and you're telling me I can never get the ice cream sandwich? And they were like, yep.
Legally.
I don't think you can get ice cream sandwich any other way.
For real?
As far as I know.
Ain't nobody? Okay.
Not that I know. So people were upset, right? So then there was a rumor that they said, okay, wait a minute. We're just playing. We're going to look for a way to give you some of the ice cream sandwich stuff, right? We're going to give you some of the ice cream sandwich. We can't give you all of ice cream sandwich because it gets in the way of TouchWiz and some of our other stuff. But we'll give you some of the features that ice cream sandwich has in what we call a value pack. Right? And we're going to look into that, by the way. Well, today I have what is now the official word from Samsung, and this is what they had to say. We're not going to give you value pack. We're not going to give you value pack or ice cream sandwich, so stop asking. Okay, they didn't say it exactly like that, but they did say basically that according to the latest report, we are not, and that is the final word. We have no plans whatsoever to deliver a special gingerbread update with the situation, though, remains the same. There will not be any form of ice cream sandwich for those devices. However, we are going to give ice cream sandwich to the Galaxy S2 and the new Note that we talked about yesterday. The sort of tablet / phone, five something inch screen. That's going to get ice cream sandwich.
I want one.
Yeah. Hence the reason why we're kind of looking at the Galaxy Nexus, which brings us to our whole entire discussion this morning, is because that does get the Galaxy S. Now, I am actually very excited about the Galaxy S2, though, because that is a beautiful phone. And it is on Sprint. So for me, I can get that. So that's exciting. But again, we'll find out what happens in August when I can actually upgrade my phone to something else. So I'm just saying. So anyway, that's the thing. They have no plans whatsoever. I'm wondering what's going to happen now. See, with all this talk about people complaining, and do they have the power to motivate Korea or designers and developers in Korea, South Korea, to change their mind and say, okay, we're going to go ahead and do ice cream sandwich?
I am of the mindset that a lot of the internals of the older phones just simply won't run ice cream sandwich. When I was doing a lot more desktop support type stuff, people were really trying to, they were demanding Windows XP to upgrade their Windows 95 or 98 machines, thinking that XP was going to make the machines run faster. And as we know, that the exact opposite is going to happen. The XP and the more recent the operating system, the more computing resources that it needs. So you got an old machine, you got an old operating system, keep the old operating system. And the same is true, I think, with this phone thing.
Right.
I think Ice Cream Sandwich just won't run effectively on the older devices.
That's right. That's absolutely
And
correct.
there's nothing they can do about the infrastructure once those devices get out in the wild. What
So
can you
you're
do?
forced to have to upgrade to a new phone.
No, you're not forced to.
You are forced if you want to get the newest upgrade,
Well, yeah.
right?
With Apple.
Yes.
Oh, my bad.
Go ahead. What you saying about Apple? Or you're saying that all Apple phones
No,
get
not all
the
of them.
latest one?
Nah, the
Because that's been the biggest complaint that
Yeah,
That's
the
been your
three-
biggest complaint.
the 3. Yeah, the 3 doesn't get anything. But yeah, that's well, yeah.
Go ahead,
I
Mike.
mean, the
Say what you're
operating
gonna say.
The 3 doesn't get anything, but the 4 and I guess everything up so far
Has
is the
gotten
latest.
5.
Yeah, but like for example, like I can't get Siri. There's no way unless Apple makes it so I can never get it.
Oh, because you're on 4.
Yeah. So, but that's just one part. But
So again, these companies are going to make you have to upgrade to a new phone if you want to get some of these new features,
right.
right?
But it goes back to what Derek always says: you pay for the features you want.
Well, the problem is that if you buy a phone and you have a 2-year contract,
What?
right? If you buy a phone
Right.
and you have a 2-year contract, your thought process, at least in my mind, is, and typically most people probably do this. I don't know too many people that buy outright phones. I mean, not saying there aren't people that do this, but I don't know many people that say, I'm gonna spend $500 on a phone
Yeah, I know. A lot
when
of
I
people.
can just buy it for $150 and then have a 2-year contract. 'Cause I'm gonna be with the cell company anyway,
Right.
right? So it's not like I'm gonna be switching companies every 5 seconds. So my issue is, if I'm gonna have a 2-year contract, and most people who buy phones are gonna have a 2-year contract, then at least allow my phone to get the latest updates for 2 years while I'm locked into this phone. Can you help a brother out on that?
Nah.
Don't make me have to wait 3 months and then say, oh, by the way, we have a new update that you can't get.
That sounds real close to something somebody said. I don't know who, but continue.
Right? That's my issue. And that's the reason why. And I agree.
Derek, can you help
When we
him out?
talk about the flagship phone, when we start talking about a flagship phone, I am now a convert when it comes to flagship phones, because for whatever reason, they take care of their flagship phones. All the other phones, good luck. You are
So you-
lucky if you get the
So you're
latest
saying your
update.
next phone will be a flagship?
A flagship phone.
Okay.
And that's my goal.
I got to tell you,
But you have to wait till when, August, to do that?
Right. Well, and here's the problem. Right now, the flagship Google phone is on Verizon.
Man, you're just getting hit from all angles, ain't you?
But the Galaxy S2 is on Sprint,
Right.
and that is a very good phone.
But is it the
And it has the
flagship,
NFC
though?
chip.
I mean, how concerned are you that if you got it, you might not get a
Well, so
update?
far they're rolling Ice Cream Sandwich right now onto the phone.
But how long will that last?
I don't know.
See,
But if you get the flagship phone, they're gonna have to. If history is any indication of the future, and I'm looking at Derek Brinson's phone now, and his phone is a couple years old now, and he still gets some of the latest updates.
Yep.
so is he getting 4.0 or ice
no,
cream?
Ice Cream Sandwich. No,
No, but I don't think you can get
I
that one.
believe that.
I think he's gone as far as you can go.
Yeah,
Oh,
but I'm still like 2 operating systems ahead of you, man. And you got a newer phone.
see.
You see?
I
You see
mean-
what I got to deal with here?
Well,
Hey, man, I think I understand Derek's phrase even more. You pay for the features you want. You pay.
I'm not even so sure. I mean, at this point, I can wait for the carrier, and I submit to you, the carrier is a feature. The guy, the company with which you give money every month, how they treat you and what they do with the profits that they make off of you, that is in and of itself a feature. So the idea of doing business with a company with whom I'm comfortable with, that is a feature, and that's an important feature for me. And so I may be willing to wait until they get a phone. I'm not unhappy with the features on the phone that I
Right.
currently have. I may be I might be cooler with another phone that's got more megapixels on the camera
Right.
and all those things that I like. But right now, this joke ain't broke. I ain't really willing to compromise a whole lot for other features that I don't really need.
I got you. It makes sense. It's a phone. It works, right? Unless you can no longer hear out of it,
Yep.
then there's no need to buy another phone.
Yeah,
I got
at
you.
this point, it ain't broke. So there's really nothing to fix. I'm happy with the way that it integrates with all my other computers, and so I'm cool.
Okay, I feel you on that.
I like the idea of another faster, more megapixely.
Yeah, so you can
But
do some of the cool things.
But I'm like Mike said, I paid for the features that I want, and the new features are available. They'll be cool, but I'm not going to pay a whole lot for them because I don't need them.
But here's the dilemma.
But it
that
would be cool if you
here's
could
the
buy like value packs though. That would be hot.
Yeah.
That if they sold the feature,
like I just want this upgrade.
yeah, like give me Siri.
This piece of it. I
let me
want to
just buy
piecemeal it.
Siri. Yeah,
That's
How much does it cost to get that?
That's a thought.
But again, if you can get this on an upgrade for free, why would I pay for it?
Because you can't get it for free.
I can get it for free if it was available.
That's what I'm saying. But I mean, I bet you would buy the features if they were available as well.
I don't know. I don't know if I would.
That's the thing.
I don't know if I
So
would.
if they
to be
was
honest.
available right now, you would still wait.
Would I buy NFC right now? No,
And you would still wait.
I would wait because I can't buy anything with it. My point is I'm ready. I'm getting ready to buy something with the
Okay, I
NFC
got
chip.
you. I got you.
But until they do, it's no point in paying for it. But if I just get it because I can have it, then yeah, that's cool. I can say I have it. But see, here's the
and then you
thing.
could buy the new phone with the NFC.
This is
chip.
the thing about being in technology. This is what I'm learning about this show.
What?
You got to have firsthand knowledge about how this stuff works.
Yeah, it's
That's the thing.
The research is,
Like you can read all until you're blue in the face about all these different devices and phones and tablets and computers, right? But until you actually play the game or put your hands on it,
Nah.
you don't really have any real.
Sometimes all
Thoughts.
it takes is just to hear you guys say, "Man, this Joker is cool. And you need to get it."
No.
Yeah.
I understand what you're saying, but if you're going to talk about technology, it's not
yeah,
until
yeah.
you've seen it, touched it, played it,
Right.
something, interacted with it, that you really have a firsthand knowledge account of what this thing does.
Right.
Right? And I think that's the one thing we lack because I'm cheap and I ain't trying to pay for it.
Ain't trying
Right?
to say. Yeah.
So I typically stop by these phone places and I just play with the demo version until they tell me to stop playing with it. Just so I can say, oh, at least I know how it works.
So do you need some help? Oh no.
No, I just want to play with your phone.
Well, we're closing.
Oh, man. Anyway. All right. Let me move on to another story. Let's talk about Netflix for a second. Okay. So Mike, Derek and I were talking this morning about the future of Netflix. And we talked about this for quite some time ago. We talked about Starz leaving Netflix. Their contract is up, I think, February. So as of March, they will no longer, unless something else changes, we will no longer have Star movies. Now, but my position on that, because I think Derek's position was, Netflix may not be around too much longer after that.
either
Because
way,
the competition will come in and pretty much eat up whatever users are left.
right now they don't have a lot of capital, and they've got they're lacking content. Their content is very, very finite, and I think most of the users that have remained, they're about to reach the bottom of the content that Netflix can stream legally.
And my position was, I don't think I have exhausted the content on Netflix. I am finding great documentaries, great series, shows.
This guy hits me up with talking with some newly acquired in-depth knowledge
Yes.
of World War II
Yes.
history, which
Yes.
impressed me to no end. I didn't say that when we were talking earlier, but that's the net effect, dude. You all right?
I learned that from Netflix.
Nice.
Yeah, so I've been watching some really interesting documentaries on Netflix. There's some great shows that are out there. And so I said, I think that there is still a very real
impressed.
place for Netflix right now. While you may
Yes.
not get all the latest movies and some of those big blockbuster themes, I think there's a lot of great independent films out there.
I agree. I think there's a place for Netflix in the marketplace. I just don't think that the current management corporate structure is capable of finding and optimizing that place. I think the idea of them latching on to a bigger fish is probably. I'd be willing to bet a large sum of money about. Well, no, I won't. I won't bet the farm, but I'll bet my cat, and I love my cat a whole lot.
I will say this: do not forget, though, and I forget this all the time. Do not forget that streaming is not the only service that you can get with Netflix.
But
you
streaming
can get DVDs.
Yes, but streaming is where the money is.
Well, I understand,
and that's why Netflix is in this. They're not. They are only and clearly with the backlash of the Quick Start debacle, they only do the DVD service because.
But they started with the DVD service.
That doesn't matter. The market
came in later.
That doesn't matter. Things have changed.
But my point is, you can still get a movie. It's just because you can't get that movie on streaming doesn't mean you can't get that movie on DVD.
That's true, but
I'm not saying that I want to wait to get that movie. Right. But again,
I'm just saying that doesn't. As far as the survival of Netflix goes, that doesn't matter.
Well, let me get to this story real quick.
Oh, sorry.
I think there's a future for Netflix. I think that they will continue to be relevant.
I agree.
But here's an interesting.
It just may not have the same management.
It may not have stars.
They may not have the same management and same owners.
But here's an interesting story that came in. We've talked before about Netflix and their original series. There is a new series that is coming out exclusive to Netflix. It's called Lilyhammer. As a matter of fact, Lilyhammer will kick off this original programming into the 2012. We first heard about some of the original programming, which was going to come out with another series, which it still will be out soon.
This intrigues us.
But the first one that comes out is called Lilyhammer, and it will star the Sopranos actor and E Street Band guitarist Steven Van Zandt in a fish out of water story that takes place in Norway. The story follows New York mobster Frank the Fixer Tagliano as he enters the Federal Witness Protection Program. He moves to Lilyhammer, the Norwegian town that hosted the 1994 Winter Olympics. He calls it Lilyhammer. I guess it's Lille Hammer, and the way they spell it here is Lily Hammer. However, which is how the show gets its name. The series will include 8 episodes in its first season, beginning February 6th in the U.S., Canada, and Latin America. All episodes will be available for streaming on connected TVs, tablets, game consoles, computers, mobile phones, but not on DVD by mail. Now, I want to play a little bit of this trailer.
By the way, you remember the Sun City, the anti-South Africa, the movement to encourage performers not to perform in South Africa until they abolished apartheid?
Yeah.
You remember the song? It was kind of like the sequel to, well, not a sequel, but the star-studded thing to the Christmas. Let them know it's Christmas. The song was called "Not Gonna Play Sun City," and that was the brainchild of one Steven Van Zandt.
Really?
Yes.
Well, here's the trailer, and for the show, I want to get your thought on this. I hope you guys can see this, and I pasted this also in the chat room. Can you see this, Mike?
I'm gonna give you the sucker. But I got some demands. I'm thinking Lilyhammer.
You give us Aldo DeLucci, and we'll send you to the goddamn North Pole. Why the f*** do you want to go there?
Didn't you see the Olympics in '94? Clean air, fresh white snow, gorgeous broads. It was beautiful.
You must be the new neighbor?
Giovanni Hankinson. Oh, you're in the postal service.
I'm chief of police.
Okay. You got me living in the projects next to the chief of police, driving a sewing machine. I gave you Aldo DeLucci.
Well, I'll stop there for now. I'll let you guys watch the rest of it. But basically what happens is he goes in and he's going to start a new bar in this small Norway place called Lilyhammer. And he basically creates his own mob of people in this town. It looks really good. It looks like one of those shows you'd find on HBO.
That's very interesting.
It really does. Well, it looks really, really good. And again, this is exclusive to Netflix.
The idea that Netflix is exploring content being a content source as opposed to a content redistributor. Yep. Okay. I don't know that they're going to be able to. I think it's too much, too little, too late to save them as a company in its current structure. I don't believe that they will make it to Easter.
I don't believe that I'm hearing you say that.
I'm not saying that I'm not rooting for them. I'm just looking at the industry realities.
Okay, hold on a
Easter
second.
is the
It's the
last
over
day in
under.
August.
Yeah. By the way, let me go ahead and put that on my calendar.
Yes. So do that. Tim says, he says, don't write them off yet.
I'm not writing them off as a concept. I think they will. They
Of
will
course,
go
not
on.
even
Just-
Easter. I don't. They're gonna go way past Easter. Come on, man.
We'll see.
Yeah, they're not going anywhere.
They are going somewhere.
I think they're gonna go right back up to where they were.
We'll see.
So
I think they are prime for the selling, and a bigger fish is going to buy them.
yeah, no.
I'm not necessarily pulling for it.
No.
But
I don't want to believe that.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I don't see that happening right now,
Okay,
and I don't want to believe it.
I understand that. Let me get my I told you so date down.
Okay.
I'll do the dance for you.
Okay.
You'll like it.
I can tell you now, I don't want to see any dance.
The I told you so
If
dance.
I'm on
I know
the
how
receiving end of it.
how much you love the I told you so dance. So I'm just putting that date on the calendar here.
Let's talk about some changes we can see coming, though.
Just told you one.
Let's talk about some changes we can see coming. I don't see that particular change right now.
Oh, you will.
But I do see this one. RIMM, the makers of BlackBerry. It looks like their board is about to strip the CEOs of some power.
The makers of what now?
The BlackBerry. That one phone that's dropping off?
With the humor of
Yes. Well, for those of you who are still using a BlackBerry, I just want you to know that.
Well, wait.
Yes.
If you're still using the BlackBerry, you might want to consider trading in the Model T that you're driving as well.
This comes from Business Insider, but we learned that Research in Motion, that's RIMM, is preparing to change its board, stripping Mike, I guess it's Lazaridis, and Jim Balsillie of the chairman status. RIMM's board has been under pressure from its irate shareholders to do something. The company's share of the smartphone market has been in free fall. The stock dropped 75% last year, and it's been, lapped many times over by Apple and Google. So if this report is accurate at all, the board will do just about anything to pacify its shareholders, and that would be removing the chairman status for these two people. Now, from what I'm hearing, the CEO status will remain. They will remain on CEO, but they will lose their chairman status. They're probably going to have to make some more changes outside of that, if besides just firing people. But I understand what they're doing. They're trying to, to tell people, look, we're going to make some changes. I did see also this morning that they've dropped the price of the playbook. That's RIMM's playbook.
The what?
The playbook.
I thought it was
the tablet.
I thought it was free.
Buy one, get one free.
Give them jokers away.
I thought it was. Hold on, what happened?
They're selling them now for.
What am I going to try to do it too?
I think I read it for $2.99 or $2.99 and $1.99, one of the two.
Can you still get one free?
I don't know if you can buy one get one free now, but
Oh man,
why would you get one? Because you can't even use it unless you have a BlackBerry.
I'm just.
You got to have a BlackBerry to get the network.
I got one.
You got to have a BlackBerry that you still use that has connection.
Well, I'll turn it back on just for that.
Yeah, I really feel bad for them right now.
Man, the curve, man.
I think I'm going to trade my Honda in for an Edsel while I'm at it. You see, with it.
I'm happy about this next story. Or Ego says he got his for free. But is it because you work for a company that gives you those? Like, I'm surprised that I haven't gotten one. Hey, Damon, we see that you're still rocking that BlackBerry.
Well,
we got this playbook that you could use.
I think you have a horrible reputation of ain't trying to pay.
You're right.
They usually give people stuff in hopes that they would be trying to pay for stuff later.
Ego Ant says, and you don't need a BlackBerry for the network, by the way. I use my Nexus 1 tethering all the time.
Oh.
Well, there you go.
There you go, Derek.
Maybe they've made some adjustments since they first rolled out.
The tethering.
Hold up. Okay.
Go ahead.
It's just my phone's been doing that for a long
Yeah, I was
time.
about to say, you trying to say they just now got the tethering technology. Is that what you're saying, Derek?
I'm not saying that.
I was just, just trying to make sure.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying that.
So
Somebody's saying that.
You want to use this device, you will need a secondary device
Exactly.
to get this. Yeah.
Hey, man, you got to crank the Model Ts, don't you?
Sad. That is so
You got to
sad.
get
Yeah,
outside
you got to get outside and say,
and turn the handle.
Pop, pop.
I mean, I understand. Sometimes I got to kickstart my Toyota, but I ain't trying to pay for it.
I like when you put the car on top of a hill and you
That's
push
what
it
I'm saying.
down.
That is how I am parked as we speak.
I do that when I had a
got a little
stick
bit of a-
shift.
I got a
I
little
used to
bit-
love it.
Yes, I got a little bit of a starter problem.
Just put me on the hill, baby.
That's what I'm talking
I'll
about.
be fine.
build some momentum.
That's all right.
Talk about God of War for a second.
Oh yeah.
So my birthday's tomorrow. I will be 37.
Dang, hold up, man,
Yeah,
for
man.
real?
Yeah, man.
Man.
Dude.
You're like I'm crazy old or something.
Man,
You are
I
crazy
thought you
old.
was like 31.
See, that's messed
Well,
up.
that's cool then.
I would
I
reach
look
o-
like I look like a young guy.
Yeah,
yes,
man.
that's indeed. I mean,
Hey, that
Hey.
works.
I would
That works.
I would reach over and smack him just for the record. But I'm saying that's a good thing.
Nah, man.
37 tomorrow, January 4th.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah. Well, so my mom called me and she says, "So what do you want for your birthday?" And I was like, "Yeah, I don't really, really want anything. Anything I really want, I can buy myself for the most part.
Balling.
I get that.
I mean, you're an adult, you work, you can pretty much anything you really, really want, you just go out and buy.
The big
you don't have to
bag,
wait till your birthday to get it.
Nope.
And so she says, "Well, what games are you playing?" And I was like, "I'm playing this game. I got the new PlayStation 3. Thanks, Mike."
And you just now playing
I just started playing it, yeah. So
Yeah.
she
So
says,
you
"Well, have you
see
played
where
God
it
of War
goes.
yet?" And I was like, "No, I didn't try the new one yet." So my mom says, "Well, that's what I'll get you.
Cool.
I'll get you the new play. I mean, I say playbook. I'm over looking at the chat room. I'll get you the new God of War 3, so you can play it."
Rockin'.
So did you beat it?
I haven't gotten it yet. She's gonna send it to me tomorrow, right? For my birthday.
Yeah, my bad.
So I'm really excited about finally playing the game that you guys already played and beat like last year, right? But I finally beat Batman Arkham Asylum too. By the way, that's a long game, which I'm happy for because I paid like $60 for it. So I'm happy. But anyway, God of War. So there will be, according to this, God of War 4.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, man.
Yes. So if you are a gamer, if you like God of War, do know that God of War 4 is on its way in, baby.
Is Kratos in it?
Well, that would be God of War, right?
I mean, he.
He better be in it. I mean, I don't want to play somebody else.
Oh, yeah, my bad. I want to say nothing because you haven't beat it. My bad.
Mike, did you just spoil it for me, man?
No, I didn't spoil it.
Come on, man. Let me finish
Stop
game 3. man.
spoiling.
I forgot, man. It's hard to remember 2 years.
Well, if it's still God of War, how do you have God of War without Kratos? Come on.
Hey, man.
Come on. That's like the character. It's like having the Smurfs with no Smurfs in it. It's silly.
I mean, it could be a new Smurf that was born that then nobody knows.
It's like having Mario Brothers with no Mario Brothers.
Well, it could be like one
Well,
of
they
those.
done games
It
like
could be
that.
one of those Scrappy Doo characters, and they left Scooby out.
Yeah, like that's not really Scooby if you don't have Scooby. I'm just saying. Anyway,
Scrappy Doo won't do.
so according to this, no, Scrappy is not enough. He's a pest.
Let me at him.
But anyway, what we learn is that there is a composer, the man who is behind Valve's upcoming Dota 2, as well as the orchestration in the films like recent remake of Halloween, claims to be working on the music for God of War 4. Timothy Williams, not the one with the Timothy Williams, lists the unannounced God of War entry in his resume under video games, and he denotes it as an upcoming title. So that is our little
So that's
Yeah.
that's how you know. Man.
Yeah, and not only that, but they also have been hiring. The company has been hiring developers to come back for the game.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so I'm excited. I get another game to play.
Never mind.
So
I need to stop.
yeah. Let's move on. Talk about your phone for a second. Well, let's talk about Siri, Mike, since you brought up Siri a moment ago.
You know, my young nephew, who reminds me of Michael Evans on Good Times.
Good times.
Yes, and I'll tell you why. Because he got to Siri and said, "Ask a question. How do I keep the white man down?"
What did Siri say?
I cannot answer that question for you.
I think that would probably be the response.
That's funny. How you gonna take a phone out of the box and ask that question?
Like number one.
But what's wrong with you, child? Why is my sister not raising you right? What in the blue? Can I smack him?
Which sister is this?
I have 3 baby sisters. I have an older baby sister,
And the middle baby sister.
and then I have a baby sister.
Yeah, I think I like the baby sister.
Man,
Is that the one I like, Mike? The baby sister, the one that was running around the wedding the other day.
How?
Okay, all right. So yeah, like he won't looking.
that's because he see me over here rolling up the newspaper.
Right,
That's why.
Yeah, like he won't looking.
Nah, I can't remember which one it was.
Oh, okay. I think I got a picture of her
It's
running across my screen. I did it on purpose, but she was
3 of
walking
them.
too fast. I know there are 3 of them. I saw they all had a picture together.
If I me growing up, like I haven't had
That one.
I haven't gotten enough crap from people trying to crack on my sisters.
Hey
Right?
man, can I be your friend, Derek?
No.
I'm trying to meet your sisters.
Gone.
Let me get so with Siri, Mike, we realized you cannot get Siri, and many Android devices cannot get Siri either, because Siri is an Apple device service for the 4S.
Oh yeah, right.
Right.
Well, silly people. Anyway, there was a story that went out not too long ago that says, hey, you can now get Siri on your Android device. Just go to the Google market or the Android market and pick it up. Well, according to this story, over 1,000 people were tricked into downloading this
Fake Siri.
official Siri for the Android.
I saw that too.
And once Google realized that it was fake, and they basically removed it and all of the other apps that this company known as Official Software created or put out there.
Nice. That's a great trick.
Yeah. Come on, guys, come get the new Siri, which really was nothing more than the Google Voice command app with a Siri facelift.
Right.
That's really what it was.
And we talked about that. We talked about that as when they cracked Siri. Looked like it was. We said there was going to be just a matter of time before they.
Somebody's going to go out there.
Yeah, they updated the engine and the front door, the interface. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
But this guy did it without. And the Googles didn't appreciate it.
Stop playing with my stuff,
Dude, that's funny.
So as developers, one of the sore spots in many of our areas is the fact we have to keep dealing with Internet Explorer. And
The bane of the
Yes.
web developer's existence.
yes. Well, I have some good news.
It's the worst.
I have some good news and I have some bad news.
The good news is everyone that uses IE6 is going to blow up.
That's not it.
Dang it.
One
I have
can
some
only
good
hope.
news. Good news is that Chrome is winning the war on browsers.
Duh.
The bad news is that IE is still number 1.
Duh.
Yeah, unfortunately.
It comes with the machine, and people have to.
Well, on Mashable, we learned that Microsoft Explorer is still number 1. I think they're at 39% according to the Stat Counters 2011 data. They're at 39% market share. Chrome is at number 2 now, which bypassed Firefox with at 27%, and Firefox holds 25% of the market. Safari and Opera follow up with 6% and 2% respectively. Now, granted, there is another study that puts the number a little bit higher for IE, and but the idea is the same. The basic concept is that Chrome is slowly walking them down, eating more of the market share as far as it comes to browsers. So it's to me, unless something drastic happens, it's going to be a matter of time before Chrome becomes the browser of choice.
It depends on how you count these browser wars. I mean,
And I think we saw this before, in that the way IE is running, there are a number of different versions of it, right? So if you look at the one version that Chrome has, the most recent version of Chrome, versus the most recent version of Firefox, I think Chrome won, but when we rolled it back out and says look at all IE installs, then IE is again back on top.
Yes.
I remember having that discussion.
And in fact, if you count all versions of Firefox still in the wild, same is true.
Right. Well, the good thing about it is
So
clearly
it's kind of cheating analytics.
Well, I think if you look at the overall concept is that Chrome is gaining popularity.
Yes.
More and more people are using it, whether the number is exactly right or not. But you see the trend is that Chrome is picking up speed and IE is losing some. That is a good sign for those of us who develop web pages or even use pages. Is that because I remember seeing the other day that Facebook said, you know what, we're not even going to support IE7, I think it was. And so you can't even get timeline anymore on your IE screen if you're using 7. You get the old version. They said we're not playing with you, IE. So yeah. And True is in the house. What's going on, True? Welcome to the show. True. Says lots of people using Chrome. Absolutely, we see that every single day. And last but not least, let's talk a little bit about SoundCloud. The thing that I hate, I like the service, I just hate having to pay for it. They just raised.
So you hate having to pay for you hate having to pay for everything.
If it's like if you say, "Hey, can I get some money?" my mouth and my throat begins to lock up. It's like I'm eating peanuts or something. If you have like a peanut, you know that feeling you get, like you get swollen throat. Oh. Like if you ever had like a cat just starts to scratch the back of your throat because the cat hair just like. That's what it feels like whenever someone says, "Hey man, it's only going to cost you $10.99." I start. I can't swallow, man. It's like, really? That's too much.
You get a fur ball.
That's too much. It's too much.
That's just wrong.
Okay. Well, anyway, let me get through this. So SoundCloud just raised another monster $50 million round of funding, and basically, if you're not familiar, the round values SoundCloud at $200 million, and so it's just a matter of time before something really good happens with this company. If you don't know, SoundCloud, according to this article, is a YouTube for sound, for audio. And I would say, yes, that is so true, and I really like it because of all the cool features. The problem is you got to pay for it. You only get 120 minutes for free, which is terrible because YouTube, you can have as many minutes, as many videos as you want, up to, for a while, they're 10 minutes, which is fine for video. I'll just break it up into pieces. But today, they are getting some new funding, so hopefully that means they're going to make it free. I really hate the fact that it doesn't cost you hardly anything to do video, but it costs you an arm and a leg to do audio. I'm just like, why does that even matter? Because if I want to do video,
thing, it's all about
you think video would cost more?
You would think, but when Google owns like 70% of all the servers and storage, net storage in operation.
Don't call yourself the YouTube of sound, of audio, if you don't do it for free.
They can call them whatever they can call themselves whatever they want to.
YouTube is free.
So
SoundCloud is not.
It's free. It's just not unlimited free.
Well, that's where YouTube wins. If YouTube were to roll out, or Google was to roll out a sound audio piece,
they have
it would be over.
Google Music is just
no, that's not the same thing. You can't record an audio file and post it. Exactly. Eileen says they need to introduce AudioTube. I would be so on it. I tell you, that would be the best thing since sliced bread.
In fact, we're getting ready to put the
that's different. You're right.
We're getting ready to put the audio version of the show, high fidelity, onto the YouTube. It's audio.
You're right.
What's the problem?
You're right. You're so true. True. Anyway, that's going to do it for us, y'all. Thank you so very much for hanging out with us today. I want to say thank you to Alan Tran. Congratulations again, sir. Ego Went, Eileen Smith, Little Bites, Tim Arthur, True, Mike Render, Derek Brinson, and all of you listening live in an archive, and those listening from the phones. Thank you so much for what you do. We really do appreciate it. Don't forget, we're here every Monday through Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here on blogtalkradio.com/Damond Nollan. You can follow us on Twitter. You can follow us on Facebook. And you can like us right now on Blog Talk Radio. It's going to do it for us, y'all. Have a wonderful Tuesday. We'll check you guys out tomorrow with our special guest. Until then, Mike Render, take us out of here.
Deuces.
Deuces.
10 seconds.